The owl is one of the most epic creatures to come from Roblox, which is why I decided to add him into Minecraft. Now, for the next 99 nights and 100 days, I'll be surviving as the owl, using my incredible abilities to stalk my victims and eliminate the cultist threats, while growing into bigger and stronger forms. Will I be able to defeat the King Frog, or will he take control of the forest? It was time to find out, as I hatched into a forest biome as a baby owl. Surrounding me were my mom and dad, who were overjoyed to greet me into the world.
Welcome to the forest, my son.
As the protectors of this place, we'll rid of anything that threatens our home.
Suddenly, the ground trembled under our feet as we could hear something approaching from the distance. A terrifying king frog soon emerged and landed in front of me and my family, looming over us with his massive size.
Out of my way! I'll be taking what's rightfully mine!
How did you escape? We locked you away all those years ago.
You foolish birds! Did you really think your worthless prison could seal me forever? Now I'll finish what I started. This entire forest will soon belong to me.
Not while we're here to stop you.
My mom and dad jumped into battle, using their strength to try and stop the King Frog's rampage. But he wasn't going down easily. The King Frog fought back with his tongue attacks, showing just how much stronger he had become over the years. Soon, he had my parents cornered. Mom! Dad!
My son, you're our last hope. Please, find the deer monster. He'll give you the guidance you need.
I've been waiting for this moment. You two will finally taste my revenge.
We love you, Max. Don't let the Frog King win.
The King Frog then unleashed his jump attack, landing onto them for the killing blow. No!
You're next.
I ran for my life as the King Frog chased after me. On day 2, I was being pursued through the forest by the King Frog. I tried to shake him off my tail, but with his jumping abilities, he was able to leap into the sky, landing in front of me no matter where I turned.
You can't escape me. I'll kill you just like I did with your parents.
He lashed his tongue at me, but thanks to my small size, I managed to dodge him and slip into cover. I can't outrun him like this. I need to slow him down. I looked around and noticed a field of sweetberry bushes, giving me an idea. Hey, over here! Just as I expected, the king jumped down in front of me, but this time he got himself stuck in the bushes.
You pest! This won't hold me forever.
I took my chance and made a run for it, but soon I was cornered at the edge of a massive cliff. I have wings, but I've never flown before. I turned and realized the King Frog was already closing in ahead. I couldn't hesitate any longer. I took a leap of faith off the edge of the cliff in a desperate attempt to escape the monster behind me. On day 3, I plummeted off the side of the cliff. Just as I was about to hit the ground, my wings jolted into action and I began to glide. I can't believe it! I can fly! I soon landed and realized I had landed inside of a snowy biome, unaware of what horrors waited inside of it. I may have escaped for now, but I can't let my guard down. I better start searching for the deer monster my dad mentioned. I began to travel through the snow, but as I did, I couldn't shake the feeling something was watching me. Hello? Who's there? Come out and face me! Suddenly, a crazed deer monster leapt from the nearby trees and tried to attack. The beast charged at me with his laser eye attacks, trying to kill me like a rabid animal. Wait! My dad was the owl! He told me to find you! I don't want to fight! I tried to reason with him, but it was no use. Something was terribly wrong with the deer. With nowhere to run, I took to the skies to try and escape the predator. Unfortunately for me, he shot me down with his laser eyes and closed in for the kill. On days 4 through 7, I thought I was done until the sun rose up into the sky above us. Both myself and the deer bursted into flames. Ah! It burns! The deer ran away, but I was now left vulnerable in the sunlight. Just then, a soft voice called out towards me.
Hey, over here!
I used the rest of my strength to follow the voice towards a cave to find who was calling out to me. Did you guys see that bug in the background? There are loads of Easter eggs hidden throughout the video. Try to find them all. I managed to reach the cave and hide inside, allowing the flames to fizzle out. Although, standing before me was a fairy.
Hi there.
You must be the one who called me here. Thanks for your help. What happened to the deer monster?
The Frog King and his followers are what happened. They took my fairy sisters and have been using their magic to corrupt the creatures of this forest. I need the help of the owl to save them and stop this madness.
But I'm just a baby owl. What can I do?
You will be facing this alone. My sisters and I will help you reach your full power.
The fairy used her powers on me, causing my form to change. I grew bigger in size and sprouted razor-sharp talons. I was now an adult owl with 5 more hearts and new powers.
Use this power to save my sisters and rescue the deer monster. Only then will you stand a chance against the Frog King.
Wow, thanks. I won't let you down, both in the name of the forest and my parents. I peered outside to see the sun was setting once again. With the night on my side, I set off into the forest in search of the cult that held the deer monster under their control. On days 8 through 10, I traveled through the night until I stumbled upon the frog cultist camp lurking in the shadows. This must be where they could have a captured fairy. Time to investigate. I landed to get a closer look, only to find that the camp had cultists everywhere. I couldn't find a safe way inside. How am I supposed to evade these guys? Wait, I can fly! Using my ability to fly, I snuck inside their base and checked each tent to see if I could find a captive fairy. After checking all the tents, I reached the heart of the camp, where I saw the deer monster being held captive in the middle of a ritual circle.
Is he still within our control?
For now. Just needs a few more reinforcements in the wards to make sure he doesn't snap out of it.
The cultist activated the circle, causing the deer to cry in pain. Oh no! I can't just stand by and watch this! I have to help! I ran in and knocked the deer out of the circle, but it was too late. He was still under the influence of the cult.
The owl has arrived! Get him!
The cultist cleared the area as the deer monster turned towards me and charged. I braced myself for the battle. On days 11 through 14, I clashed once again with the deer monster, but this time I was stronger thanks to the power of the fairy. He used his laser eye attacks on me, but I went on the defensive and used my owl shield to protect myself from the blows. With my upgraded strength, I wasn't going to be defeated that easily, but that didn't help me much since I wanted to save the deer monster. Come on, I know the old deer's somewhere in there.
You'll never snap him out of it, not as long as we have him under our control.
Just then, I spotted the ritual circle on the ground and got an idea. If I can't snap you out of it, then I'll just revert this curse myself. I used my wind blade attacks to knock the deer back into the circle to reverse his curse.
No!
The circle lit up under the deer's hooves, transforming him back into his original form. My plan had worked perfectly.
I'm me again. You will all pay for your crimes.
The cultist tried to run, but the deer monster made his way over to the cultist group and used his powers to vaporize them.
That'll teach you to try and control me.
Good work, deer monster. Let's get you out of here before more show up. Unfortunately, we were soon interrupted by a terrifying blue frog monster. Another frog? Who are you?
I am a follower of the King Frog. All entities that rebel against him will face my wrath.
The battle was only just beginning. We prepared as the blue frog came after us next. On days 15 through 17, the deer monster and I fought against the amphibious beast. The deer used powerful attacks to strike down the enemy, but to our surprise, he bursted into multiple green frogs instead.
You won't defeat us that easily.
They merged together once again, forming the blue frog. He was unlike anything we had ever seen before.
We won't win by fighting him like this. We have to run.
Before the frog could let out his next attack, the deer monster and I escaped the cultist camp before it was too late. We regrouped in a hiding spot within the forest, seeking shelter from the King Frog's men.
Thank you all for your help back there. Looks like I'm still in debt to the owls after all.
What do you know about my people?
Long ago, the King Frog descended onto our forest, threatening to take over it and all of the creatures that live inside. Many creatures tried to stop him, but he was too powerful to defeat. The only way to end his wrath was to seal him away for good. Your parents sought me out, and we joined forces. By combining my power with theirs, we sealed the King Frog away for what we thought would be forever. But it seems that now he has escaped.
Can we seal him away again?
Yes, but you will need the combined strength of at least 2 owls to do it.
Then let me find the rest of the fairies and reach my full power. I'll stop at nothing until that king is locked away for his crimes.
You have my support. I'll help you.
Out of nowhere, the blue frog arrived outside the cave we were hiding in. We had been discovered.
You thought you could escape me?
Find the other fairies. I'll hold him off.
I took the chance to fly away while the deer monster held off the enemy. I needed to get more powerful and fast. On days 18 through 21, I scoured the forest when I realized that the trees were beginning to set on fire. What? Where did these flames come from? Just then, I spotted a cultist entering the forest wielding a powerful flamethrower. He was setting the forest on fire to weed us out. Not good. I need to move. I tried my best to evade the fire, but it was spreading at a rapid pace. The light was terrifying and weakened my powers. Just then, I heard the sound of someone screaming for help. I needed to move, but the flames were too intense. I can't move through this! Out of my way! I unleashed my wind attack to clear a path and followed the sound of the screams. When I arrived, I discovered a fairy who was cornered by a group of cultists.
You're coming with us. The power will be perfect to serve the king.
Leave me alone! They won't help you!
We're not asking.
The cultists went into attack, but I was able to intervene, protecting the fairy with my shield.
Why you'll pay for that. Get him, boys!
The cultists tried to take me down, but luckily I was able to defeat them thanks to all the abilities I had at my disposal. Hey there, are you hurt?
Thanks to you, I'm not. You must be the owl that is going to save me and my sisters. You have my blessing.
The fairy casted a spell onto me, transforming me into something even more powerful. I grew bigger in size and got a brilliant golden crown on my head. I now had 5 more hearts and upgraded strength. I feel incredible! Thank you! Just then, the sun rose into the sky. I didn't realize it was already morning. Oh no, where's cover? I have to run! Wait, why am I not on fire?
In your new form, you can now navigate the sunlight. Please use your powers to find the rest of my sisters and stop the King Frog.
No more hiding in the shadows, huh? Thank you. I won't let you down. Just then, I spotted flamethrower cultists from earlier running into the woods. You're not escaping me! I took to the skies and began to pursue the cultist to finish him off for good. On days 22 through 25, I followed the cultist into a volcanic biome. There, he ran into a nearby clearing, but I now had my chance to strike. Stop right there! I swooped down to finish him off, only for scorpions to crawl out around me. He had led me straight into a scorpion nest trap.
Good luck dealing with that, owl monster.
Why, you little... I tried to attack, but it was no use. There were too many scorpions around me. The cultists escaped while I was left to deal with the infestation. I used my attacks to try and strike them down, but they were ruthless, stinging me with their venomous stingers. Enough! Suddenly, I unleashed a blizzard attack around me, clearing the minions in one swoop. However, the battle had just begun. Soon, their queen broke out of the ground in front of me, ready to fight. I braced myself as a terrifying scorpion queen charged forward. On days 26 through 28, I was fighting in my toughest battle yet against the queen of the scorpions. Hold on! Maybe we can be friends! No fighting? I'll take that as a no. The scorpion continued her assault, and I used my upgraded strength to fight back. But it wasn't looking good for me. I don't have time for this! See ya, crazy lady! I tried to fly out of the deadly situation, but the foe quickly used her poison spit attack to bring me back to the ground. This monster means business! I need to stop messing around and kill this thing! I fought back with everything I had, trying to pierce through the scorpion's heavy armor, but nothing was working. I couldn't crack her tough exoskeleton, and I was running out of options. Suddenly, I was struck with a spray attack, poisoning me badly. I can't go out like this! What do I do? Without many other options, I tried to fly away once again. But this time, I avoided the scorpion attacks, giving me the opportunity to get some distance from the threat. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it far enough out of the volcanic area. My body was still being inflicted with poisonous damage from the queen's attack, and I fell back to the surface. This is bad. With this poison damage slowly draining my health, I won't get very far. Just then, I heard the queen's roar approaching from the distance and started looking for a spot to lay low before I was found. Fortunately, I ducked behind some cover just before the queen entered the area. I can't go on like this. I have to find the cure before this poison kills me. Staying out of the scorpion's view, I left the area she was scouting in search of a cure for my affliction. On days 29 through 32, I was scouring the volcanic biome for a cure to my poison, but all signs of plant life had been burnt up. Come on! There has to be something that can heal this poison! Just when I was about to lose hope, I spotted a lone plant in the distance. I realized this could be the herb I needed. Only one issue was that the plant was sitting across a boiling hot lava obstacle course. I could fly over this! Here goes nothing! I made my way towards the plant, only for the scorpion to arrive once again and clip my wing in the process. When I looked around, I was now in the middle of an obstacle course with a scorpion blocking my one way out. Ouch! This monster is relentless! I tried to fly again, but it was no use. I hurt my wing too badly. Looks like I can't fly with this injury. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. With no other option, I began to platform over the lava, slowly closing in closer towards my herb prize. Did you see that Easter egg? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to find the secret. Suddenly, one of the platforms collapsed under my weight. I managed to make it to the next one before falling into the lava below. I just need to stay light on my feet. With sheer determination, I made it to the other side. But before I could harvest the cure, the blue frog jumped down into my path.
You thought you could escape me again?
You again? What did you do with the deer?
Your friend wasn't strong enough to stop me, and neither will you. This time I'm going to finish the job.
The blue frog came after me, determined to end my life here and now. On days 33 through 35, I was fighting for my life against the blue frog. Without my wings, I wasn't able to fly away this time. I was gonna have to give it my all.
I hope you're ready for this attack.
He used his sonic croak attacks on me, showing his might. Just like before, I was getting overwhelmed by his power. I tried to fight back, but with poison taking its toll, it was no use. I was at a massive disadvantage. There has to be a way through this. I can't die here.
Please, you can't defeat me. Look at you. You're pathetic.
No, I will avenge my parents and protect this forest. Determination surged through me as I unleashed a powerful new gust attack. He flew into the lava around us, sinking into its fiery grasp.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
He burnt up for good and I won the battle. I quickly grabbed the cure, healing not only myself of the poison, but of my broken wing. Perfect! I just gotta keep my eyes on that scorpion. Wait, where did the scorpion go? I looked over at the other side of the course to find the scorpion had left the area. I'll probably run into her again later. Now, to get back on track, I need to find that cultist I was following earlier. I then flew up into the sky and scanned the area for the cultist until I managed to spot him watching from a distance.
No! You were supposed to die! The blue frog was sent to kill you!
Don't underestimate the owl. I flew down from the sky like a hawk and struck him down once and for all, leaving nothing but a map to another cultist camp in his wake. I bet they're holding one of the fairies captive here. I better hurry and help before it's too late. With my new lead in hand, I took to the skies, determined to save all the fairies before the king frog could do more damage to my home. On days 36 through 39, I arrived at the location on the map to find another cultist camp inside of the volcanic biome. There, I spotted a fairy trapped inside of it, but the cultists were watching the skies in anticipation of my arrival. Just like I thought. But it looks like they know where I'm coming from. I better try to lay low. I landed into cover and began to stealth into the camp by foot. As I stealthed though, I spotted a guard blocking my path forward. I thought fast, using my gust attack to create distraction.
What's that?
He left the area, buying me enough time to continue deeper into the camp. That was close!
Ouch, hey, watch where you're going, pal. The nerve of some people. Wait a minute!
My cover was blown. I made a run for the ferry before more guards flooded the area. But when I reached the center of the camp, guards were already waiting to stop me.
You're surrounded. Nowhere to run.
I prepared to fight, but soon the ground shook under our feet. Just then, the queen scorpion broke out in front of us, ready to take her prey. I never thought I'd be happy to see you again!
Tame the beast!
The cultists turned their attention to the monstrous bug, allowing me to free the fairy from her cage. We have to go, now. Together, we flew into the skies, taking our chance to escape while we still could. Did you spot the Easter egg? Leave a comment if you did. On days 40 through 43, the fairy and I found a spot outside the volcanic biome to regroup.
Thanks for your help back there. Those cultists are ruthless.
I heard they're using your magic to corrupt the creatures of the forest.
That's right, and they still have 3 more of my sisters captive somewhere.
Well, I won't let those monsters abuse your guys' magic. I'll hunt them down and save them myself.
You really are the protector this forest needs.
Suddenly, the ground trembled violently as mushrooms popped out around us. Green frogs were about to invade the area.
The King Frog's influence is spreading. Take my power and help my sisters.
The fairy used her powers to upgrade me like her sisters before. I grew bigger in size, gained 5 hearts, and even an amazing ice breath ability. Nice, thank you. But what about the incoming frogs? Won't you need my help?
I'll hold them off. Just go. Follow the mushrooms through the forest. The next fairy is somewhere in there.
I followed the mushrooms back towards the forest, as the fairy stayed behind to fend off the King Frog minions. On days 44 through 46, I flew over the forest to find that it had become infested with green frogs and mushrooms. Good thing I have my wings. I don't have to get too close to the surface. I kept moving, but suddenly the air became thick with green spores, making it hard to breathe. What the? Are these from the mushrooms? The spores were too much to handle. I fell from the sky and landed into the forest where the entire terrain was also overrun with spores. This must be the King Frog's doing. He's infecting the entire forest. I have to find the other fairies and stop him before it gets worse. I moved deeper into the spore-ridden forest until I heard something lurking from the bushes, stalking me like prey. Who goes there? A massive bear leapt out towards me, but something was terribly wrong with them. They had mushrooms growing out of their backs as they had become infected by the King Frog's influence. Don't let him control you like this! Just like the deer before, words were useless. The beast stormed towards me full force, ready to tear me to shreds. On days 47 through 50, I was fighting it out with the infected bear, using my new powers to try and defeat him. The King Frog's influence made him stronger than a regular bear. He was empowered and reverted back to his animal instincts. And to make matters worse, the spore in the air seemed to be adding fuel to the fire. The bear managed to land an attack with its powerful claws, throwing me for a loop. No matter what I did, I couldn't overpower him. He's too powerful. I need to get out of here. Using the spores as a smokescreen, I tried to navigate around the beast and through the forest. However, the bear soon passed by. I managed to duck into cover, narrowly avoiding him. I need to find that fairy fast. I hopped into the sky for a moment to get a scope of my surroundings. I then spotted a cage in the distance. I quickly ran toward it. When I arrived, I found the next fairy trapped inside of a cultist cage. But this time, the cage was different. It looked reinforced. Are you okay? I'm here to help.
Look out!
Before I could catch my breath, the bear crept up behind me. I had been discovered. On days 51 through 54, I was locked in combat with the bear once again. But it was clear that without the fairy's power, I wasn't gonna win this battle. I need your help. He's too strong.
I can't give you my power as long as I'm trapped in here.
Then hang on. I tried to break the cage, but to my surprise, it wouldn't budge. What the? How am I supposed to save you?
The cultists reinforced it, so the powers of the owl can't break it.
The bear came charging towards me with a lunge attack, but I managed to dodge it. When I did, he crashed into the cage, freeing the fairy and knocking out the bear for now.
Whoa, nice dodge.
It's owl-proof, but not bear-proof. Now, lend me your power. The fairy used her power on me, causing me to scale up into an even stronger form. I now had 5 more hearts and new ice powers. Time to clear this place of spores. With my new strength, I was able to summon a blizzard around me, clearing the area of spores and turning the bear back to normal. The bear shrunk back down to his normal self, finally freed from the grasp of the King Frog.
Those cultists got into my head. They'll pay for this.
Do you know where we can find them?
Their camp is just north of here. I think they mentioned something about their leader coming to visit soon, before planting those things in my head.
Leader? That could be the King Frog. I have to check this out.
Well, hurry. I'm not sure how long he's going to stick around.
I took to the skies, following my new lead with great haste. On days 55 through 57, I arrived at the camp north of the forest the bear told me about and found the king frog speaking with his followers. So it's true. He is here. And it looks like this is a cultist stronghold. What are they talking about? I listened in on their conversation to see if I could learn anything new.
My followers, thank you for working so diligently to bring me this forest that is rightfully mine. Now that I've been freed from my prison, the real plans can begin. Over the upcoming days, my power will continue to grow, reaching newer and stronger heights than ever before, as you all continue to drain this dreaded forest of its power. By day 100, I'll be the most powerful being to roam this land. Not even the deer monster or that pesky owl will be able to stop me from taking control of everything.
His full power? That doesn't sound good. I have to find the rest of the fairies and stop him before he can reach that. Just then, I saw something moving in the corner of my eye. It was a mysterious figure running into the woods. Hey, come back here! I pursued the follower, determined to stop whatever they were up to. On days 58 through 61, I chased the unknown entity through the forest. The entity ran quickly, trying to lose me by taking sharp turns around trees. Luckily, I was able to fly and catch any of their swift movements. You can't run! I have the eyes in the skies! I continued tracking their movements until finally I saw they stopped at the water. Gotcha! I swooped down to capture the entity, but to my surprise, it was just a birdwatcher. Wait. You're not a cultist.
Oh, heavens, no! I'm just a bird enthusiast. I'm a huge fan of your people.
Well, you shouldn't creep up on me like that. It's scary.
Sorry, you're just such a rare specimen. You're the last of your kind. I could tell you a lot that maybe you don't even know about these woods.
Oh, really? How about where I could find the next fairy?
Actually,
Suddenly, a purple frog rose up out of the water and swallowed the birdwatcher whole.
Looks like I found the intruder.
Spit her out!
I'll never listen to your commands. I only follow the word of the King Frog.
The frog ran off with the birdwatcher and I chased them down in pursuit. On days 62 through 64, I caught up with Purple Frog in an attempt to save the birdwatcher. Just let the birdwatcher go and we'll be on our way.
You'll have to kill me before I release her.
He used his explosive spore attacks on me, proving to be an even stronger opponent than the blue frog I had faced before. I fought back with my new abilities, but just as I thought I managed to strike him down, he split into 2 blue frogs.
You can strike a frog down, but we'll always get back up.
The frogs teamed up on me, and I knew I couldn't win like this. I needed to save the birdwatcher and get out of here. I have to take a lucky shot at which one has the birdwatcher. I picked one of the frogs and managed to break it down into 2 green ones. Luckily enough, after slaying one of the green frogs, the birdwatcher popped out into 1 piece.
Oh my! Oh, it was dark in there.
We have to move, now! The 2 of us escaped as the frogs morphed back into a single purple frog entity. We soon found a spot to lay low while the frog continued its search for us.
I've always hated frogs. So slimy and sticky. Ugh.
Well, now we have one hunting us down. I need you to tell me where I can find that 5th fairy.
I have a map to an ancient puzzle. I couldn't solve it myself, but I definitely sensed some fairy magic there.
It's a start. I'll see if I can crack it. Thanks for your help. I took the map from the birdwatcher and set off, determined to get stronger at any cost. On days 65 through 67, I followed the map and arrived at the puzzle the birdwatcher told me about. Sure enough, I saw the fairy trapped within a cage right next to it.
Oh my goodness! Help me! I can't get out of here!
Stand back! I tried to break her out, but it was no use. Even with my powers, I wasn't able to open the cage. Looks like that birdwatcher was right. This thing is sturdy.
I think the only way out of here is solving the puzzle.
Let me see if I can crack it. I looked over to see 4 pedestals, each with their own respective signs and a riddle. I am a creature that roamed the earth in the early times. I am what you fear from the depths of the ocean. I am an artist, one that controls ink. I am the one that lurks from the trees. It sounds like these are all talking about different animals. But what am I supposed to present to the pedestals? I heard the sounds of kids crying out and quickly sprung into action. I followed the kids' screams only to find 4 children cornered by an infected wolf.
Oh no, there's 2 monsters!
I'm not here to hurt you. What are you kids doing out here in the middle of the forest anyways?
We got lost, and then this wolf went crazy on us.
Hey, pick on someone your own size. I charged into battle, determined to protect the children at all costs. On days 68 through 72, I was fighting against the infected wolf. He came after me with his deadly attacks, but I was prepared to stop at nothing to defeat him. I couldn't let this beast get closer to the kids, so I did everything I could to lure him away. The two of us were neck and neck, but thanks to how much I had grown over my journey, I managed to land a wind gust attack that finally snapped him out of the King Frog's mind control.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't myself.
You don't have to explain. I'll make sure this never happens again. The wolf fled the area and one of the kids approached me.
Thanks, Mr. Owl.
Anytime. I'm glad you're safe. Say, maybe you guys can help me with a puzzle I'm trying to solve? I then explained to the kids the riddle I read earlier, and the Dino Kid handed me colored blocks that represented their hat colors. Are you sure this will work? Those hats you're wearing might be the items I need to crack the puzzle. Could I borrow them?
No way! These hats are ours! Those blocks should help you solve the puzzle.
If you say so. Thank you guys again. This is gonna help me save the forest.
Good luck, Mr. Owl!
I flew away and arrived back at the puzzle. But this time, I knew what I had to do. Time to figure this out once and for all. Matched each color to the description on the sign, and sure enough, the cage broke open, freeing the fairy.
It worked! I can give you my power now!
The fairy used her magic on me, causing me to grow in size. I gained 5 more hearts and new abilities. That power is potent. Thank you, fairy. This will help me against the King Frog.
Not if I have something to say about it!
Suddenly, the purple frog from before hopped down in front of us. It was finally time for round 2. Hide, fairy. I'll handle this guy. The red fairy fled into the trees as I prepared myself for battle. On days 73 through 75, I readied myself to take on the purple frog. But luckily, this time I had my upgraded power from the fairy. Time to taste my true power!
Bring it on!
I unleashed my new powers, doing devastating damage to the frog, and instantly splitting them into blue frogs. Even as he split down into multiple green frogs, I was able to kill them faster than they could reform.
No! This is impossible!
You're all going down! With one swift blow, I took down all of the frogs at once, defeating the frog minions once and for all. Now that that's done, I just need to find the last fairy and I'll finally reach my full power.
Please, it won't be enough.
Before I could catch my breath, the King Frog himself jumped down in front of me.
You've been stirring up a lot of trouble around these woods, just like your parents.
Don't you dare talk about my mom and dad.
I admire your courage, but it won't be enough to stop me. Not as long as I kill you right here and now.
The King Frog tried to strike me down, but the fairy flew in, taking the deadly blow in my place. No! What are you doing?
You're this forest's only hope! Please, save my last sister!
Fairy died from her wounds, and the king came for me next. Luckily, a surprise attack from the side shot him, stopping him in his tracks.
Who dares to attack me?
I looked over to find the deer monster had come to help me.
Come with me, now!
I fled into the forest with the deer monster, narrowly escaping the grasp of the massive frog. On days 76 through 79, I regrouped with the deer monster within a cave in another part of the forest, making sure the King Frog wouldn't be able to find us.
The King Frog shouldn't be able to find us here, but we don't want to meddle for too long.
Thanks for your help, but you need to hear this. I then explained to the deer monster how the King Frog's power will continue to grow as he continues to drain the forest of its power, and by day 100, he'll be the most powerful monster alive.
Looks like you need to find that last fairy then, and quick. It's almost been 100 days since he escaped.
But where am I gonna find her? This place is huge!
I sensed some magic in the tundra biomes not far from here, but I wasn't able to get a closer look.
Why is that? Just then, we heard the King Frog approaching our location.
I know you fools are around here somewhere. It's only a matter of time before I find you.
I thought you said he couldn't find us.
I also said we shouldn't meddle for too long.
Whatever. Where are these tundra biomes?
Head north from here, but be careful. There is a dangerous blizzard up there right now, and the animals have been infected by the King Frog.
Sounds rough. How am I gonna survive that?
I'm not sure, but you'll have to try. It's our only lead.
All right, Then I'll check it out.
Good luck. I'll try to see if I can find anything here and get the king frog off your tail.
On days 80 through 83, I continued north until I arrived in the tundra biome. The deer monster was right as I was quickly hit with the cold winds of the blizzard. I can't fly in this storm. Looks like I'm continuing on foot. I trekked on through the blizzard, hoping I'd find some signs of the last fairy. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to catch the secret. As I searched for the freezing cold and rough winds, I suddenly heard the sound of stampeding feet approaching my location. Whoa, the deer monster wasn't kidding. The animals here are infested too. Calm down there, big guy. I don't want to fight. Without warning, the mammoth charged towards me full force, slamming into me for massive damage. Ugh. Okay, I guess we're fighting. Using my owl powers, I tried to fight back using the hulking stomps, causing me to take heavy hits from his attacks. I'm not gonna do much damage down here. I need to fight from the skies. I then took to the skies to help me fight the beast from above. Unfortunately, due to the raging storm, I was quickly pelted by huge debris of icicles, sending me back down to the ground. With no way of winning, I found myself helpless against the mammoth threat. This cannot be how it ends. I need to find that final fairy. The mammoth readied itself to finish me for good, until suddenly, he stopped and looked up in shock. I was sitting there confused as the mammoth began to run away from the area. What's gotten into him? Just then, a bright light beamed onto me from the skies above, and before I could think, I was suddenly teleported away from the area, leaving no trace of me behind. On days 84 through 86, the bright light faded as I found myself on a spaceship surrounded by aliens trying to investigate what I was.
See? This place has the strangest creatures.
What's going on? Where am I?
You were just abducted by us! We're studying the strange creatures of this planet.
Well, I don't have time for you guys. I need to save my forest before the king frog destroys it.
Hey, you help us, we help you. How about you hand over one of your feathers for research and we'll show you around?
Wait, you're allowed to do that?
Well, not really. But you seem cool. Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
Weird. But I don't really have much of a choice here, it seems. Here you go. I plucked a feather from my owl body and handed it over to the alien life forms.
Ooh, very good, very good. We can make some globber glorps with that. I can't wait.
Alright, so you said you'd show me around?
Oh yes, of course. Follow me.
The alien led me around their ship and into a room that held some sort of special upgrade.
Alright, knock yourself out. I'll be right back to check on ya.
I then grabbed the item from the pedestal, and when I did, I was imbued with a new electric alien power. Whoa, that mammoth isn't gonna know what hit him.
Hey, what's going on here?
I was just upgrading my powers. Your alien friend let me in.
You're not supposed to be in here? Why aren't you locked up like the rest of the life forms?
Hey, calm down, man.
No, I need to get you back in your pod.
The larger alien then pulled out an alien sword and readied himself for battle. On days 87 through 89, I prepared to fight the approaching elite alien until one of the smaller aliens entered the room as well.
Hey, hold on, boss. What are you doing?
You aren't supposed to let specimens see our tech.
Oh, well, I know, boss, but he's super cool.
No exceptions. I'm going to eliminate him immediately.
Wait, what if I get you a different specimen? A better one.
Oh? Better specimen, eh?
Yeah, just let me go back to Earth and find one for you.
Fine then. But if I'm not impressed with what you bring back, then you're dead meat. And don't even think about running away. We'll be watching your every move from the skies.
Don't worry. It'll be worth the wait. I was then beamed back down into the snowy biome to search for my main target, the infected mammoth. Luckily for me, the storm had stopped raging, giving me better visibility to find the mob. Alright, if I was a crazy infected mammoth, where would I be? There you are! Come and get me, big guy! The beast trampled towards me, and I readied my new alien power to use against him. Taste intergalactic power! I then blasted my new weapon at the beast, stopping him in his tracks. Surprisingly though, the blast from my new power managed to snap the mammoth out of his infected trance. Whoa, this alien tech is powerful.
What happened? Everything went black, and now I'm here? Who are you?
I'm Max, and the King Frog is what happened. He messed with your brain.
King Frog? That animal. And to think he kidnapped that fairy too. I hope she's okay.
Wait, you saw a fairy? Can you take me there?
Sure, follow me. But we need to hurry. Who knows how long she's been trapped there?
I began following the mammoth to find the next fairy, but I then remembered that the aliens were watching my every move.
So, this is the specimen you promised us. Huh? What's this thing talking about? Let's go, furry one. You're coming with me.
Wait, that's not the specimen you want!
It's not?
No, it's those two guys over there.
Who? Us?
Hey, that alien ship is looking at us funny, Mac. Should I waste him?
Hold on, Ollie. Maybe he's friendly.
They seem puny.
That's Mac and Ollie. They make awesome Minecraft movies. You should check them out.
Fine, this will do. Good work, owl creature. These two will be great additions to our specimen collection.
Mac? I think we should run.
Good idea.
Get back here!
The duo then ran off as the alien spaceship chased them down.
What was that all about?
Don't worry about it. On days 90 through 92, the mammoth and I arrived in another part of the snowy biome to find the final fairy trapped in a cage. Are you okay?
I'm hanging in there, but I'm weak. Are you here to save me?
I am. Now stand back. I'm getting you out of here. I was about to release the fairy from her prison until I heard the mammoth roaring in pain next to me.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the owl.
What the? You guys again? I'll crush your kind like nothing with my new power.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. I called upon the power of the Frog King.
Using some strange magic, the cultist scaled his body into a giant.
You're finished now, owl.
Mammoth, run! I've got this! The mammoth ran from the area as the giant cultist began attacking me. With his giant size also came his massive weapon that he used to deal heavy damage onto me. Thankfully, the storm was no longer brewing, which gave me the chance to fly through the sky to get better strikes on him. I used my new alien powers on the cultist, but his magic was just too strong, leaving me without many options.
The King Frog will make me his right-hand man when I'm done with you.
I wouldn't be so sure. I have one more trick up my sleeve. Hey aliens, I have another specimen for you. The alien ship didn't even skip a beat and quickly honed in on my position to try and capture the cultist.
What is that?
So long! The alien ship then flew down and shined its beam down onto the great threat, materializing him onto their ship and flying off into the night sky. With him out of the way, I ran towards the fairy's prison next to break her free.
Almost all of my power was drained, but I'm saved thanks to you.
No problem. I'll protect all creatures of the forest.
Well, if that's the case, please take the rest of the power I can give and use it to stop the Frog King.
The fairy then used her remaining energy to power me up, giving me 5 more hearts and even more strength to take down the King Frog. This is my full power. Now it's time to plan the final attack. On days 93 through 95, I made my way back to the forest to regroup with the deer monster.
You made it out alive.
You sound surprised.
Well, it was a dangerous mission, but I'm glad you overcame it. Did you find the final fairy?
I did. I have the power of all 6 fairies now, so together we might stand a chance against the King Frog.
Well, while you were gone, I found his whereabouts. There's just one problem. Follow me.
We left the area and soon arrived at the entrance of a sealed door. What is this?
It's where the King Frog resides as he finishes gathering his power. But we can't break through with sheer force. We need the last frog key.
I have a feeling that the King Frog wouldn't just leave it lying around.
Good intuition. He has it locked up in a cultist camp with his strongest followers.
Well, we've come too far to let that stop us. Where can I find it?
Here's a map to get there. Will you need my help?
No. You stay here and make sure he doesn't leave that room. I'm going for the key.
Good luck, Owl.
With my motivation high, I left the deer monster in search of the frog key. On days 96 through 98, I followed the map I got from the deer monster to track down the cultist camp. When I finally reached the area, I found that the place was completely deserted. Something isn't right. There's no way I can just walk in here and grab the key. I was hesitant but didn't see any issues with the area, so I went ahead and tried to go for the key. Just before I was able to grab it though, a ritual circle appeared under my feet. Gah! What is this? A single cultist walked out of a nearby tent, excited that he managed to catch me.
You foolish bird. You walked right into my trap.
Let me go, and maybe I won't kill you.
No way. In fact, I'm going to send you to a place you'll never mess with King Frog again.
The cultist casted a spell, sending me into a deep sleep. When I awoke, I was a child again, and now in some sort of dream realm. What is this place? I need to get out of here. I tried to move in any direction, but every way I went led to nothing. I was so close to stopping the Frog King. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I looked up, and standing before me was both of my parents. What? What are you two doing here?
The King Frog didn't account for spirits that reside in this realm too.
We're so happy to see you.
But I failed. I'm trapped here.
Not quite. We can use our power to help you escape.
We only have one shot at this. Are you ready to fulfill your destiny?
I'll do anything for you two in this forest.
Then return to the real world and get what's rightfully yours.
My parents then disappeared, and my vision blurred as I was sent back to the real world. Ha! I'm back!
What? How did you do that?
Never underestimate the owl. I used my strength to eliminate the cultist and quickly claim the key I was searching for. Time to end this. I flew from the area and made my way back to the deer monster who was waiting for me to return. Did you find all the Easter eggs? Be sure to rewatch the video and comment below where they are. On day 99, I returned to the deer monster who was still waiting for me at the locked door.
You made it back! Did you get the frog key?
Of course. It's time to finally end this.
It's not going to be easy though. We locked the Frog King up for a reason. Even with all the animals together, we had a tough time capturing him.
Yes, but this time, you have me. With our combined strength and the power I've gained from the fairies, we can stop this madness once and for all.
Very well, let's do this. One last time.
I then stepped up to the door and used the frog key. When I did, it opened up, revealing the Frog King inside. Stand down, Frog King. We've got you cornered.
You two really are fools to come here yourselves.
The king used his powerful tongue attack to push us out of his way and step forward toward us.
This is a pitiful attempt to stop me. It took a whole army of animals to trap me before. And now my only obstacle is a deer and an owl.
We're not gonna let you take our home. I'll avenge my parents and protect the creatures that live here.
Ha! Do you really think you can defeat me?
I'm stronger than my parents, and I have my friends by my side.
That's right.
Very well, then I'll simply show you why they call me the King.
We both braced ourselves as King Frog came after us. On day 100, the deer monster and I were locked in battle with our most powerful threat yet, the King Frog. His tongue attacks and upgraded powers hit like a ton of bricks, dwindling our health down bit by bit. But we weren't gonna back down that easily.
I just need a clean shot! Take this!
The deer monster tried to back me up with his laser eye powers, but the king jumped into the sky to dodge and landed right on my friend. Deer, no! He was knocked out for now, leaving just me and the frog foe.
It's just us two now. Let's see who's stronger.
Bring it on! It was now a 1v1 as the frog and I duked it out, putting everything we had into each strike. Using my ability to fly, I circled around him to attack from every angle possible. Unfortunately for me though, the king's impressive jumps quickly knocked me out of the sky and back to the ground where we fought on a level playing field.
I think it's time to finally end this.
The king jumped high into the sky and landed straight onto my body. His crushing weight dwindled my health down to nearly nothing. It looked like it was over for me.
I have to say, you have spirit, just like your mom and dad.
Don't you dare talk about my parents.
Why not? You're about to join them in the afterlife.
No, I'm not done with you yet. I'll take you down, even if it kills me too. With a newfound strength, I unleashed a devastating blizzard attack, hitting the King Frog at close range.
No! What is this?
I continued rapidly striking him until the King Frog finally fell by my might. I was on the verge of death as my health was extremely low, and the deer monster then woke up and ran over to help me.
Owl, are you okay?
I did it. but I can't hold on much longer.
No, you won't die here. I'll make sure of it.
The deer monster unleashed his power, but instead of killing me, I was empowered. What did you do?
You will be reincarnated as an animal of the forest. No matter what happens, you must remember to always protect the weak.
I will. In this life or another, I'll never stop protecting this place. Thank you for everything. My vision faded as I began passing on to the next life. I was living happily with my mom and dad, enjoying the beauty that was our new home.
I'm so happy we can spend our days together as a family.
As the sun began to set, terrifying men in cultist outfits emerged from the shadows, attacking both me and my parents. Mom! Dad! The cultists knocked my parents to the side and came after me next.
It's time for the ritual to begin.
One of the cultists cast a spell and a ritual circle appeared under my feet, transforming me into a terrifying new form. My mouth gaped open and I stood up on 2 feet. I was now a corrupted deer monster. Just then, an owl creature landed behind me, revealing himself as the true mastermind.
Good work, my followers. The ritual is nearly complete, and soon your power will belong to me.
The owl prepared to complete the ritual, but before he could, my father ran forward, knocking him back with his antlers.
Max, run!
I did as my dad said and began to flee the area.
You ruined my ritual, and for that, you'll pay.
The owl monster used his powers to strike my father down in cold blood. No! Dad!
We love you, son. Please escape this place.
I couldn't do anything. He struck down my mom next before turning his sights onto me. With no other options, I ran into the forest as the owl followed in pursuit. On day 2, I was being chased through the woods by the owl monster.
You will be mine, dear.
He used his wings to chase me through the sky, firing attacks down onto the ground below. I tried to avoid him, using the trees around me as cover. As I ran, I spotted an interesting rabbit, but I couldn't slow down to take a better look. There are loads of other Easter eggs hidden throughout the video. Try to find them all. I kept running until I was stopped by a dead end, cornering me between it and the owl. I was trapped.
Nowhere to run now.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. Just as I thought I was done for, the owl was suddenly set on fire by something.
It burns!
The owl retreated into the sky as a child in a dinosaur hat came forward holding a lantern. The light was blinding and set me ablaze as well. I couldn't take it. Get away from me! To my surprise, the child put away the lantern, causing the flames to go out.
You're being hunted by him too? I'm sorry.
Wait, you're not scared of me?
If the owl's after you, you must be good like me.
There's more of them coming. We have to go now. Without another thought, the Dino Kid and I pressed onwards into the darkness, determined to survive the night. On day 3, the Dino Kid took me to a makeshift campsite in the forest. But to my horror, he had a campfire lit at the center. Ah, the light!
Oh no! Hang on!
The Dino Kid threw water on the campfire, extinguishing the light.
Are you okay?
I think so. Whatever the owl did to me made me terrified of light too.
Well, we can hide here until morning. Maybe then I can find my missing friends.
Wait, you weren't alone?
No, I have 3 friends who are also lost here. They're called Squid Kid, Kraken Kid, and Koala Kid, and they're all wearing hats just like me. The owl and his followers have been trying to hunt us down, but we don't know why.
Whatever his reasoning is, it's bound to be bad. He killed my parents and turned me into this terrifying form.
Then we need to stick together and find the others. Maybe then we can figure out how to defeat the owl.
Suddenly, a pack of wolves closed in, surrounding our campsite.
Dino Kid and the deer monster have been located. You're coming with us.
Not if I have something to say about it. The first wolf jumped in the fight as the others waited their turn. I used my deer monster powers to defend my new friend as the wolf attacked with fury. I managed to take the first one down as the others got ready to fight next. Run! I'll handle this! The Dino Kid ran away as I tried my best to take on the wolves who came at me one by one. On days 4 through 7, I was fighting against the wolves, and thanks to my new monster form, I was actually getting an edge. Their numbers were dwindling fast as I eliminated each one without a sweat.
We don't need to waste time on this deer. I'm going for the child.
One of the wolves broke off in the pack to pursue the Dino Kid. Oh no you don't! You're not hurting him! I killed the last wolf I was fighting and chased after the lone wolf. But by the time I caught up, he already had the Dino Kid cornered.
Go on without me!
No! I won't let them hurt you like they did with my parents. I rushed in and used my laser eye powers to eliminate the wolf before he did anything to the Dino Kid. We then fled the area before more of the pack arrived. I found some cover to hide in, but it was clear we are still being hunted. The owl has more influence here than I thought. It's too dangerous to have you travel with me.
Then what are we supposed to do?
I have to find a way to keep you safe. I'm just not sure how yet. Suddenly, lightning struck down on the forest, causing one of the trees to set ablaze. The flames were blinding as it spread into a forest fire. Ah! The light! It burns! I lost control of myself, running deeper into the forest as the fire continued to spread around me.
Wait! Come back!
On days 8 through 10, I was trying to escape the flames, but they had consumed everything around me. Everywhere I turned was blocked by fire. Soon, I had nowhere to run. I can't hold on much longer. The light is too strong. I felt myself losing consciousness, but suddenly, rain poured down overhead, putting out the fires around me. When the fire was completely extinguished, the Dino Kid ran up to me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just barely.
The light really is your weakness, huh? I think I have something that can help you.
The Dino Kid handed me a mysterious shadowy orb. What is this?
It's something that will always make you feel as if you're in the shadows. With this, you should be able to face daylight again.
I grabbed his gift, and just as he had said, I felt myself grow stronger. I was now able to be in light again. This is exactly what I needed. Now we can find our lost friends together.
I wouldn't be so confident.
Suddenly, a terrifying wolf emerged from the trees next to us. He was larger and scarier than the other ones we had faced before.
I'm here to take the child in the name of the owl monster.
You're not laying a hand on him.
Fine, then I'll just take him by force.
I braced myself as the wolf leader lunged towards me. On days 11 through 14, I was locked in battle with the wolf leader. He came after me with his fang strike attacks, forcing me to fight back with powerful moves of my own. I had to defend the Dino Kid at all costs, or else he'd be snatched up. Unfortunately, he was a tough foe to break as I gave his duel everything I had. Why do you obey the owl? He's a monster!
He's the strongest entity in the forest. My pack must follow what he says.
The wolf leader hit me with a powerful claw/blow, leaving me on the verge of death.
So long, you failed experiment.
Just as I thought I was done for, the rain cleared and the sun began to rise over our heads. The wolf was set on fire by the light, but my shadow orb protected me.
What? No! Not now!
Taste sunlight, you monster! I hit him with one more attack, forcing the wolf to retreat into the forest.
Mark my words, when night returns, you'll be mine.
Hey kid, are you okay?
For now, but he's definitely coming back.
Just then, I spotted a map on the ground the wolf leader had dropped. What's this? It's called Kraken Kid.
That's one of my lost friends. She could be at that location on the map.
Then I need to check this out while there's still daylight. Let's move. We both ran off with a new mission at hand, finding the Kraken Kid. On days 15 through 17, Dino Kid and I finally arrived at the location on the map, but a lot of time had already passed. The sun is already setting. We need to find Kraken Kid before it's too late.
She's gotta be around here somewhere.
Just then, the two of us spotted the Kraken Kid, sitting alone at a pier. We quickly made our way over to greet her.
Kraken, you're okay.
Dino, there's a monster behind you. Look out!
The Kraken Kid then ran forward and threw water bottles at me, trying to keep me away. No, wait! I'm on your side!
Get away from me!
Before we knew it, the sun had gone down completely and it was nighttime once again. Stop with the water bottles. We need to get out of here before trouble arrives.
Trouble?
Before I had time to explain myself, I saw the owl descend from the sky in the distance.
You're mine now, little one.
He grabbed a hold of Kraken Kid and flew away into the sky, taking them out of my reach. No! You let her go! The two of them quickly vanished into the clouds, bringing our plans to a halt. We were so close and I let her slip through my fingers!
Looks like the owl dropped a map though. Where does it lead?
It's not clear, but I need to follow it. Before we could follow the lead though, the wolf leader stepped out before the two of us.
I told you I'd find you both again.
We prepared ourselves as the second round of our battle was about to begin. On days 18 through 21, I was once again fighting off the wolf leader. He was tough like before, but this time I still had the entire night ahead of me. The sunlight wouldn't save me now.
You aren't escaping this time. You will both die here.
He slashed at me with his claws, but I managed to hit him with an attack of my own, lasering his eyes and stunning him for a moment.
Ah! My eyes! You'll pay for that!
While the wolf struggled to get his vision back, I took my chance to duck into cover with Dino Kid, hiding from the wolf under the pier.
We're going to lose! Are there any other powers you have?
I have an idea, but we only have one shot. I cleared my throat and tried to use a power I never had before, doing my best to mimic the voice of the owl.
Wolf leader, obey your master and come here.
Owl, is that you?
The wolf dropped his guard and I was able to strike, ambushing him with a powerful antler attack. Thanks to my clever trick, I was finally able to win the battle and prove myself to the wolf.
You fooled me. Perhaps I was wrong. The owl isn't the strongest entity in this forest after all. You are.
Does that mean you'll stop following him?
Yes. Also, I think you're worthy of this.
The wolf handed me a mysterious gem and I picked it up, causing me to transform. My body grew bigger in size, making my skinny arms even more bulky and my face turned into a deer skull. I had gained 5 more hearts and a new roar power. What did you just give me?
That's just one of the 4 gems of the forest. Collect more and you'll reach your full potential.
With this power, I might actually be able to take down the owl. I need to find the other 3 gems.
Is it safe to come out now?
Yeah, the wolf is on our side now.
Yay! A wolf buddy!
Just then, the 3 of us heard the sound of cultists approaching. We were running out of time.
You go search for the Kraken Kid. I can defend Dino Kid.
Thanks. It's good to have you on our side.
Don't let your guard down. Where they took the Kraken Kid has threats even stronger than me.
I left while I still had the chance, determined to save the Kraken Kid at any cost. On days 22 through 25, I followed the map that the owl dropped to soon find myself in a snowy biome. I continued through the icy tundra until I accidentally set off a tripwire trap, sending me into a hole in the ground. What the? I looked up to see 2 cultists peering in the hole I was now trapped in.
Ha! You actually fell for it!
Good plan! Now, let's get ourselves that shadow orb!
Right. All right, stand still, dear.
The cultist then started doing an incantation, causing the shadow orb to be lifted from my inventory.
We got the orb. Let's get out of here.
The thieves ran off, leaving me vulnerable. No! Without the orb, I can't be in the sunlight. I need to get out of here. Using my strong laser powers, I beamed a hole in the dirt and began making my way up to the surface. Before I knew it, I was free, and I spotted the cultist running away in the distance. Get back here!
Uh-oh, that deer is on our tail! Let's split up and hope he goes after whoever doesn't have the orb!
I don't want that responsibility. You take it.
No way! You hold on to it!
Watch out, here he comes!
The duo then split off, and I had no idea which one had the orb. Ugh, which one do I choose? Ugh, I'll go left. I then ran after one of the cultists, hoping I chose the right one. But it didn't matter as the sun was rising. No, not now! I need to find cover. I stopped my chase and quickly ran, looking for a place to hide as the sun began setting me on fire. Luckily enough, I ducked into a nearby cave, extinguishing the flames before death. This is bad. If I want to save Kraken Kid, I need to get my shadow orb back. It's the only way. Without any other options, I headed deeper into the cave I found in hopes of running into the cultists again. On days 26 through 28, I continued traveling through the underground cave system until I heard people talking in the distance.
Come on, it looks like this way. Is this the turn?
Huh? There's people in here. Time to investigate. I then moved closer towards the voices I was hearing until I spotted the 2 cultists talking with a 3rd cultist. I'll have to be careful not to spook them. I need to get in close so I have an opportunity to strike. I got into good position, trying my best not to be seen. As I did though, I overheard their conversation.
Did you hear? The almighty owl captured one of the children. He's calling himself the Kraken Kid.
Also, we managed to snag this shadow orb from the deer monster. Take it back to the base.
Excellent. I'll report back to the base with this new information before the next phase begins.
Next phase? What are they talking about? The cultists then parted ways, and I made sure to follow the one who had my shadow orb. As I followed though, the cultists headed into an area that was being blocked off by a guard. I need to get that guy out of the way. Luckily, I have just the thing.
Hey, over here!
What? John, is that you? Stop bothering me. I can't leave my post.
Just give me 5 minutes. I have something super cool to show you.
Dude, what's so important that you have to drag me out of my post for it?
The guard then made his way over to me, and luckily he had no idea what was about to happen. Hey there.
Deer monster!
Before he made too much noise, I managed to take him out with my laser attack. Sorry, not sorry, dude. With the guard now out of the way, I hurried down the now unguarded path to locate my shadow orb and the Kraken Kid. On days 29 through 32, I arrived on the other side of the passage to find a cultist base. Within the base, I spotted the Kraken Kid trapped in a cage. There she is, but how am I gonna get in there without being burnt by the sun? I don't think I can wait until sundown. I looked around me and spotted a separate passage that led closer towards the base. Without hesitation, I entered the pathway, but soon found there were holes to the surface, shining light down onto my path. It's never easy, is it? I just gotta avoid those rays of light and I'm golden. Moving carefully, I made my way through the tunnel, avoiding the danger of getting burnt by the sun. I can't believe I lost the shadow orb. I could have moved past this already. Easily. Unfortunately, as I went, I accidentally stepped into the light beaming through and started to get burned. Ah! Ouch, 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 ouch! My mistake caused the cultists above to take notice.
Hey, did you hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like my grandma after falling down the stairs.
I gotta stay focused. I'm almost there. I made the final stretch through the secret passage and luckily made it to the other side where I was now inside their base. I looked around the area and spotted the shadow orb waiting for me to grab. I quickly grabbed my lost item and regained the ability to enter the sunlight. Finally! I just need to get outside so I can help Kraken Kid.
Not so fast, dear monster.
Just then, a terrifying three-headed wolf entered the room to stop me.
Sorry, dear, but you aren't allowed here.
You must be the creature the other wolves warned me about. How'd you even know I was here?
Being an alpha wolf, your sense of smell heightens. I could smell your filth from a mile away.
Let me guess. You work for the owl too.
As long as he holds the most power here, I must follow him. Prove yourself, and maybe then I'll spare you.
The wolf charged into attack, and I braced myself for battle. On days 33 through 35, I locked in battle with the three-headed alpha wolf. His ferocious strikes were extremely deadly, and it seemed I stood no chance against him. I did my best to retaliate against the beast, but it seemed I wasn't nearly strong enough to damage him or even win the fight. I might be a deer, but I'm still a monster. Take this! I charged in and hit the wolf with my horn attack, pushing him back.
Is that all you got? I'll burn you to a crisp.
Oh yeah? You just gave me an idea. Using my antlers, I charged at him once again, pushing him straight through a wall of the base and outside where the sun was shining.
It burns!
The light from the sun set the wolf ablaze, weakening him for the moment. Now's my chance! I used my laser attack on the beast for massive damage, reducing his health to near zero. The alpha wolf soon surrendered and ran into the shade of the building. That shadow orb really came in clutch. I can roam around in the light again. Hey Alpha, did I prove myself?
You are quite clever. It seems you hold the most power at the moment, and you've earned my respect. I suppose you earned this.
The alpha wolf then handed me my next gem of the forest. When I grabbed it, power surged through me, increasing my size, strength, and hearts. My power grew also, as I could now throw blood slashes. Very nice! This upgrade will be perfect for my mission. Suddenly, I heard screaming in the distance. Oh no, speaking of mission, the Kraken Kid is in trouble!
Sounds like the cultists are taking her somewhere. I'll join your side, dear monster. The next phase has already begun. We have to go now.
But what about the sun? It'll kill you.
I know where they are taking her. There is a shortcut through the caves. Now let's go.
Both the Alpha Wolf and I left the cultist base through the cave systems in hope of saving the Kraken Kid. On days 36 through 39, we arrived at a nearby camp where the cultists were seen surrounding the Kraken Kid. What are they doing to her?
Looks to be a sacrifice. These people sicken me.
Not good. You stay here, keep watch, and stay out of the sun. I've got this. Thanks to my shadow orb, I was now able to thrive in the sunlight and get in close to the cultists to stop their evil plans.
Oh, it's the deer monster! Stop him!
The cultists charged in, and I unleashed fury on the evildoers that had captured Kraken Kid. Since I just got an upgrade, my strength and new powers were making quick work of the threats. Soon enough, they were all wiped out and the area was secured just as the sun was setting. Take that, cultist scum! I then freed the Kraken Kid from her prison, saving her from the cultists.
You saved me? You're that deer from the pier. You're not here to kill me?
No, I want to protect you and your friends.
I'm sorry. You just looked so scary like the rest of them.
Don't worry. I promise I'm on your side. In the corner of my eye, I spotted a map on the ground that was dropped by one of the cultists. This might lead to the next lost child. We have to go save them.
Wait a second, you two.
Oh, hey, looks like the sun is set. You coming with us?
It's too dangerous to take the child now that night has begun to fall. Allow me to protect her.
Are you sure?
I follow you now. It's the least I can do.
All right, I'm counting on you. Is that all right with you, Kraken Kid?
I think so.
Don't worry, he won't bite, right?
No.
Okay, good. Wish me luck. I then set off with my new lead in hand, hoping to find the next lost child. On days 40 through 43, I was following the lead until I eventually arrived at the outskirts of a cultist stronghold. There were spikes and traps all around it, but the door was wide open. That's odd. But looks like I managed to beat the owl here. Maybe I can find Squid Kid before he does. I began searching, carefully checking out the area for signs of the missing kid while also trying not to alert any cultists. After a bit of searching, I finally found who I was looking for in a nearby building and quickly approached him. Hey, it's dangerous here. You need to come with me.
Ah, monster!
No, wait, I want to help. I didn't convince him and he darted past me towards the front of the stronghold. I tried to stop him before anything happened, but unfortunately, he ran straight into the structure out of fear, setting off a pitfall trap. No, Squid Kid! It was too late to try and help him as I heard the owl already approaching. I had to quickly take cover under some nearby trees as he swooped down to inspect the trap.
Ah, it looks like I've caught another one of you. The power I've absorbed from you children has given me but a few moments in the sun. Soon, you will serve your purpose, and I will be unstoppable.
The top of the pitfall was suddenly closed off and the stronghold door was shut as the owl took off once more. There seemed to be no way to save him now, at least from the outside. No, I need to help him before he's hurt. I did my best to look for any other entrance to sneak my way in, but with no luck. I tried smashing the door to see if I could break through it, but that didn't seem to work either. I couldn't get in. Nothing's working. I think I need to get myself caught. It's the only way inside. I went to the closest security trap I could find and purposely set it off, causing a cultist to jump out right on cue.
Heads where I can see him, monster!
Just as I had hoped, the cultist started to lead me towards the stronghold, opening a doorway inside. Hang in there, Squid Kid. I'm coming to help you. Between days 44 and 46, I was thrown into a cage within the cult stronghold. All I had to do now was wait, and after an hour or so, the owl came forward to meet me.
You again? What made you just waltz on into my lair,
I merely got caught. It's as simple as that.
Please, do not mistake me for a fool, Ruminant. The reports tell me that you were skulking about outside without an ounce of cover.
Perhaps I made a mistake?
And the lack of resistance?
I was tired.
You want something, don't you? Perhaps it's something to do with that child I found. I don't think I caught his name. Maybe it was something like, Squid Kid.
Leave him out of this.
Ooh, struck a nerve, have I? Go figure. Your little plans will never come to fruition anyhow. Soon, all these children will be mine.
What in the world do you even want with them? They're innocent.
As you are well aware, for creatures of the night like us, the sun is hostile.
Yeah, we can't go out into sunlight. What of it?
We can change that. With the help of 4 pure souls.
What?
With their essence, I'll finally be able to ascend and conquer that wretched sun. Finally, reaching my final form. Once the sacrifices are made, I will be unimpeachable. Everything that crosses the borders of my forest will be mine to rule.
You're a monster!
Monster? Such a crude word. Only used when rubes like you cannot comprehend my ambitions. But I digress. Have you seen yourself recently? Thanks to my ritual, you're just as much of a monster as I. Such a waste. You could have been such a useful tool.
I would never cooperate with the likes of you. A true leader, a true god, has followers free of coercion.
I invite you to look upon all that is brought you. Nothing. You're trapped in my cage, in my lair, at my mercy. But still, perhaps I can complete the ritual now.
What do you mean?
Open your mind to me and surrender.
The owl began channeling some sort of strange magic.
I will take full control now.
I felt my eyelids grow heavy as the darkness of sleep took me. On days 47 through 50, my eyes opened to some manner of dream world. Is this my own mind? None of it seems real, but at the same time, suddenly an almost titanic version of the owl flew up behind me. It feels very real!
It won't be your mind soon enough. Once you're completely under my control, your psyche will be naught but a distant memory.
The astral owl unleashed a hurricane of attacks, causing searing pain in my brain. Gah! My head!
Give in to my strength, you loathsome deer!
No, I'll never listen to you! I used my roar powers to try and break free from the owl torment. This isn't real. I just need to wake up. I continued roaring in my head until a crack opened up near me. This must be my way out.
No! I am stronger than you! You cannot leave!
This is my mind, and I make my own choices! I was thrust back into reality and found myself sitting alone inside the cage like before. The owl was nowhere to be seen. Looks like his little mind control plan failed again. I need to get out of here. With my deer roar ability, I was able to break free from the cage. Before I left though, I spotted a strange symbol on the wall pointing in another direction in the stronghold. That symbol, it's in the shape of a squid. This must be where they're keeping Squid Kid. I better hurry and get him out of here before something terrible happens. I hurried along down the hall, hoping I wasn't too late. By days 51 through 54, I arrived at the end of the hall, finding Squid Kid locked away in a holding cell. He looked terrified. I had to help him.
You again? Oh, no. Are you here to eat me?
I would never.
I promise I don't taste very good. You know calamari isn't for everybody. It might even make you...
Pump the brakes, kid. I just want to help reunite you with your friends.
You mean Kraken and Dino? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I saw you with your big antlers and teeth and assumed you were another one of those monsters.
Don't worry, kid. I'm here to help now. Stand back. I used my roar powers to force the cage open. Soon enough, the bars cracked and broke away.
Thanks, Mr. Deer Monster.
Really wish you wouldn't emphasize the monster part so much, but of course. Now, let's get out of here before, behind us, a terrifying grizzly beast burst into the room. Looks like the owl has added another foolish follower to his flock.
I am merely doing my job. It's as simple as that. Now just lie down and perish!
I braced myself as the bear charged forward to attack. On days 55 through 57, I clashed with the bear in an epic fight. I couldn't afford to lose. Squid Kid's life hung in the balance. Mama Bear made use of the closed terrain with her ferocious attacks, while I fended her off with my deer powers. Take this! As the two of us traded blows, it became clear we were evenly matched. Stand down! I'll stop at nothing to defeat you!
Never!
Hackles raised, the bear slashed down at me again, throwing all of her weight down behind her attack. However, I was faster. I slipped past her and landed a counterattack. With her cornered, I readied myself to deliver the coup de grace.
I'm so sorry, Coda. I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't protect you, my sweet boy.
Wait, you're what? I stood down, shocked. You have a child?
Yes, my son, Coda. He's just a cub. And yet, the owl took him away. If I don't follow his orders, he could kill my cub.
But what about this kid? He's scared and alone. No different from your cub.
But I can't. I have to protect my cub.
I can save your cub.
You can?
But in exchange, you have to help me defend these kids from that terrible owl.
You would do all of that for a stranger? I don't understand. Why?
Everyone in this forest deserves to live out their days free from terror, and I would do anything to ensure they do. Suddenly, alarms began to blare throughout the building.
Reinforcements are coming! What are we going to do?
Those cultists will be on us any second. We're trapped.
Worry not. I know this place like the back of my paw. Hang on.
The bear used her massive claws to tear down a wall that was put up during renovations.
Through here.
We then followed the bear through the passageway to escape whatever was coming for us next. On days 58 through 61, Squid Kid and I, along with Mama Bear, escaped the cult stronghold before its residents could find and overwhelm us. Thank you for your help back there.
Of course. But now, I hope you'll be true to your word. My cub is in grave danger.
Don't worry, I'm gonna save him. But I need someone to watch over Squid Kid while I do.
Leave it to me. That owl isn't laying a claw on him.
So that's it? We're all friends now?
Something like that. I'm sorry for trying to take you both down earlier. I just needed to protect my baby.
That's okay, Miss Bear. We forgive you.
Please, take this before you go. It'll help you on your journey.
The bear handed me another gem of the forest. Thanks to her gift, I grew larger and stronger, along with the new bone-throwing power. Whoa! With this, I'm just one gem away from my full power.
And for you, little one, a bit of food to tide you over.
Aw, jeez. Now you're just buttering me up.
He took my baby north of here. Please, hurry before it's too late.
Thank you for everything. Now you two stay safe while I find your cub. Then we parted ways, and I was determined to save Coda. I continued north on days 62 through 64. After some traveling, I found myself entering an ice spikes biome. I must be getting close. I can feel it. Before I could take another step, I heard cries start coming from nearby.
Help! Please!
Just then, I spotted a baby cub stranded in the middle of a nearby pit. The only way across was some icy platforms. Don't worry, your mom sent me. I'm here to save you.
Please hurry! I think something bad is coming!
On my way! I began platforming over the ice, doing my best not to slip over the edge. Thanks to my newest upgrade, my jump height was increased, making it easier for me to make my way across. Unfortunately, I misstepped on one of the platforms, almost sending myself sliding into the pit. I barely managed to regain my footing before falling over the edge. One slip off of here and I'm done for. I have to be more careful. I continued carefully crossing the platforms and watching my step until I finally reached the cub in the center. Gotcha! Hang on tight. I'm gonna carry you back. The cub did as I instructed, and I made my way back over the icy obstacles. Thankfully, we were able to get across and back to the other side without harm.
Thanks for saving me, mister.
Of course. Anything to help you and your mom. Suddenly, the ground began shaking under our feet.
Is that an avalanche?
I don't think so. Watch out! Without warning, a huge mammoth stampeded into the area. Luckily, we both managed to narrowly avoid its attacks. Stand back! This is gonna get ugly! The cub took cover and I braced myself as the mammoth began to charge at me once again. On days 65 to 67, I was in the heat of battle with the mammoth. The mammoth used their tusks to stab at me, but I was strong and could endure the attacks. However, they could also shoot icicles out of their trunk, which made it much harder to stay uninjured during this fight. I did my best to use my own arsenal of attacks, including my laser beams and my fantastic roar. My other bone attack also gave this mammoth a run for its money. We were two great beasts, and this fight could swing in anyone's favor. Come on, snap out of it! You don't have to obey the owl! Just then, the mammoth shot a barrage of ice spikes at me, surprising me and causing a lot of damage. This one is completely lost. I don't think I can get through to him. Just as I thought I was done for, a few snowballs flew past me and hit the mammoth, distracting the beast temporarily. What the?
Hey, over here!
I looked over to find an Arctic fox, who seemed to want to get my attention. You talking to me?
I'm here to help. Follow me!
The Arctic fox continued to shoot snowballs at the mammoth to distract them. We then all ran off together while we still could and soon found a hiding spot not too far away. Thanks for the help back there. What was that about?
That's the owl's pet. There's no saving him. He's been rampaging on our lands ever since that koala kid came.
Did you say koala kid? Where can I find her?
I'll tell you what. Take care of that mammoth and I'll help you.
I'm on it, but I need to get this cub back to his mom first.
Don't worry about that. I'll take him back. Just focus on defeating that mammoth.
All right, then I better get moving. I then left the area in search of the mammoth. From the days 68 through 72, I hunted the mammoth through the driving snow and ice spikes. A freak blizzard had kicked up and was reducing my visibility. I pushed through the frigid cold and buffeting winds. He shouldn't be too far from here, but if I lag behind too much, any evidence of his passing will be buried in the storm. The tracks in the snow were already beginning to disappear, but I thankfully spotted them. They led further northeast. Bingo, bango, bongo. I continued to follow the trail until I saw the mammoth standing before the owl. I can't let them see me. I swiftly slipped into cover behind a pillar of ice so I could eavesdrop unnoticed.
So, the deer monster still lives, and no less, he's close by. Oh, disappointing. Hunt him down at all costs. He grows close to finding the last of the children. Without them, I will not be able to conquer the sun.
The deer monster, sir. He's strong. I barely escaped with my life. His power rivals even yours, sir.
I don't care how powerful you think he is. You work for me, and you'll do as I say.
So that mammoth is really under the full control of the owl. Then I guess I'll have to show them no mercy. I backed away to try and get myself in a better position.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
He spotted me!
It appears we have ourselves a guest.
Ruh-roh.
Your quarry has come to you. Now get him, my pet.
I fled as the mammoth stampeded towards me with its ground-shaking steps. I was being chased through the ice spikes on days 73 to 75, with the mammoth hot on my tail. The mammoth would use his strength to his advantage to plow through the ice spikes around me. I had to think quickly and dodge out of the way or else I'd be crushed by his strength. I can't outrun him forever. I need to turn the tables. Just then, I spotted a chasm in the ground. This gave me an idea. Hey, Land Before Time, come and get me.
Why, you little...
The mammoth roared and started to charge towards me. Once he got close enough, I jumped out of the way, causing him to slide on the ice and off the cliff, falling straight into the chasm. And down he goes. Now, time to find that kid.
Help! Anyone up there? A monster fell down here!
Just then, I heard a different voice coming from the chasm the mammoth fell in. Wait, that voice, is that the koala kid?
I need some help! I'm stuck in a cage!
She must have been put down there by the owl's cultists. I can't leave her down there. Don't worry, I'm coming. I had no choice but to save her and make my way down the chasm too. Even though I was unsure of what was waiting at the bottom, I had to take that risk and climb my way down. On days 76 to 79, I fully descended through the chasm's depths. At the bottom was Koala Kid trapped in a cage. However, the mammoth was also there a couple of feet away, but completely passed out. Did that thing really survive a fall from that height? What the heck is he made of?
Shh! I think it's asleep. Don't wake him up, or you'll have another fight on your hands.
Got it. Just hang tight. I'm coming. I quietly sneaked around the mammoth as I approached the kid's cage. But then...
No, please. I couldn't eat another bite.
Thankfully, the mammoth didn't wake up. Phew, just a little more. I skulked past the slumbering mammoth and reached the cage. Then, I used my strength to break the koala kid free. Heavy sleeper. Anyway, are you okay?
Thanks to you, I am.
Her smile was bright and cheerful. Wait, aren't you scared of me?
No? Should I be?
Well, the other kids practically needed a new change of underwear when they saw me coming. You don't even so much as wince when I'm close.
I have a good sense for what creatures are good and bad around here.
It's waking up!
Not so fast!
Suddenly, the Arctic fox pounced down from above onto the mammoth, defeating him for good. Fox!
I came here as soon as I could. Mother Bear is grateful to have her cub back. And it looks like you kept your end of the bargain. Thanks, Antlers.
No problem. The journey was a bit touch and go, but I pulled through in the end.
Well, since you found Koala Kid on your own, how's about we give you something else as a thank you?
I was given the last gem of the forest. Finally! I have all 4! With its power, I gained a whole additional row of hearts, grew in size, and gained a new power to summon meteors. I have one more favor to ask you. Do you think you could watch over the Koala Kid while I search for the owl to end this?
You can count on the foxes to have your back.
And so the fox left with the Koala Kid in tow. Finally, all 4 of the children are safe. I just need to hunt the owl down and...
Deer monster, sir!
Suddenly, a wolf sprinted towards me. What is it?
The owl has made his move. He's come after Dino Kid. I ran as fast as I could to find you, but I fear it may already be too late.
He's striking back? And this soon? Take me to him, now! I left the wolf while I still could. With the wind at my back, I just hoped we would make it back in time to save him. On days 80 through 83, I was taken back into the forest where the owl was looming over a scared dino kid and a weakened wolf leader. Despite being outmatched in strength, the wolf leader still sounded determined.
You'll never take this child for your sick plans.
We'll see about that.
The owl stepped forward to take the child by force. The wolf leader did his best to fight back and protect Dino Kid, but it was no use. The owl overwhelmed him quickly.
Looks like I'll be taking the child after all.
The owl did a finishing blow on the wolf leader, killing him instantly before my very eyes. No!
If it isn't the deer monster. Looks like you heard about me coming, but shame it took you so long to arrive.
I won't let you get away with this! You're dying right here and now! I began striking the owl using my newly gained meteor attacks. He was difficult to hit and was able to dodge easily due to his ability to fly. I began targeting his wings using my lasers and managed to hurt them enough to keep him on the ground longer. He retaliated using his own attacks, knocking me around with his gusts of wind and slashing at me with his talons. I managed to hold my ground, but we were neck and neck.
The gems of the forest have made you strong, but not strong enough to stop me.
The owl suddenly hit me with a heavy attack, hurting me badly. But before he could finish me off, the sun began to rise, setting him on fire.
Foul sun! I'm not through with you. I'll hunt you all come nightfall. Those kids will be mine.
He retreated, flying quickly to find cover from the sky. Dino, are you okay?
I think so, but the wolf leader, he's...
I know. We need to gather everyone up and figure out what our next steps are. The owl can't roam these woods any longer. He needs to pay for what he's done. On days 84 through 86, the Dino Kid and I reunited at the Dino Kid's campsite, only to find the alpha wolf, the Arctic fox, the mama bear, and her cub, along with the other kids waiting for us. The Dino Kid quickly ran up to reunite with his friends.
Guys, you're okay!
We're alive! All thanks to the deer monster! But that nasty owl is still after us!
Yeah, it even killed that poor wolf that was just trying to help me!
It's a shame to hear about the wolf leader. He was a noble warrior. We will make sure that owl pays, even if it's the last thing we do.
Things are getting out of hand, and the owl is getting stronger every single night. We need to find a way to defeat him for good, and fast.
But how? We already gave you all the gems of the forest. That's everything we had.
Well, actually, there's one thing you don't have that could give you an edge.
Really? What's that, Koala Kid?
Well, while I was trapped in the chasm, I overheard the owl talking about a secret artifact. Apparently, not even he knows where it's hidden in the forest.
A hidden artifact? Sounds too good to pass up.
Yeah, he said he tried over and over again to find it, scouting from the skies, but it was impossible to find. He seemed really nervous about it, so I bet it's the key to stopping him once and for all.
Good work, Koala Kid. I'll find the artifact myself. It's the only way to keep you all safe.
But if what she says is true, not even the owl himself could locate this supposed artifact. This could be a wild goose chase.
Better to try than just sit around and do nothing. This might be our only chance to stop the owl. I won't let it slip through my fingers. He has to pay for what he did to my parents.
Very well. You go on without us. We'll protect the little ones while you're away.
I knew I could count on you. Thanks, everyone. I'll be back. I promise. With that, I headed into the woods once more to find the artifact the Koala Kid mentioned, whether it was real or not. On days 87 through 89, I traveled to the forest alone, still worried about the safety of my friends, but determined to find a way to defeat my nemesis, the owl. I stopped a moment to get my bearings. Okay, the Koala Kid said the owl scoured the forest, but he had a bird's eye view. I gotta rely on every sense I have. Time to get to work. I searched every inch of the forest, leaving no path untaken, no stone unturned for hours and hours. Unfortunately, my search turned up completely empty. That is until I spotted something strange in the distance. But as soon as I saw it, it disappeared. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to find the secret. Seeing the Easter egg reinvigorated me, and I continued my search until I realized that something was very wrong. Wait a minute, didn't I see that rock before? No way. Am I going in circles? As I tried to understand what could have turned me around, I spotted a lone cultist running through the woods. Aha! I knew it! I'm being messed with! Hey you, stop right there! The cultist turned to me alarmed, before turning on a dime and bolting deeper into the forest. I quickly gave chase, and managed to corner him against a tree. There's nowhere left to run. Now start talking!
You clever deer, you. Looks like you managed to find out about the forest artifact, huh? Too bad you'll never find it.
Tell me where it is right now, or this day will be your last!
I don't have time to listen to you, hornhead. I obey the great and mighty owl.
To my surprise, the cultist was armed with some sort of magic. It suddenly caused my head to start feeling funny. Ugh, what did you do to me?
Nothing a little beauty sleep won't fix. Night, night, dear.
I tried to retain consciousness, but soon succumbed to the cultist magic, passing out and fading off into a dream. On days 90 through 92, I regained my senses, only to find that I was back inside of the dream realm from before. Aw, man. Looks like I'm under another one of the owl's spells. No wonder that cultist let himself to be caught. I need to find a way out of here fast. I searched the strange realm high and low, but found no doors, portals, holes, no entrance or exits of any kind. Just as I was about to give up, I saw something that looked familiar to me. It wasn't until I spoke that I realized what it was that I was looking at.
You're nothing but a monster.
It was a dream duplicate of myself. I'm not a monster. I'm a guardian. I protect the forest from monsters.
Is that what you tell yourself that you can sleep at night? Face it, no one likes you. You're a threat, a creature of the night, a scary story used to keep kids in their beds till morning. And that's all you'll ever be.
Shut up! You're not real! You're nothing but an illusion made to mess with my head!
Think about it. Look at what that owl has turned you into. You used to be a harmless deer, a true, natural creation. Now look at you. Those claws, that face. Nobody could ever love you.
You're wrong. I've made lots of friends. They care about me, rely on me, and I'm not letting them be a part of that terrible owl's ritual. Now, be gone! I concentrated my laser eye powers and unleashed everything I had onto the duplicate, causing it to disappear completely. Once the smoke cleared, suddenly a familiar voice spoke out to me.
Max, is that you?
I turned around and saw my parents, standing there looking just as they did the day I lost them. Mom! Dad! You're here!
Yes, son. We're here. You finally cleared the darkness within your heart, so now we're finally able to reach you, so that we may speak again.
We missed you, son. We are so proud of everything you're doing to protect the forest and your new friends.
Really? You're proud of me? Even after the owl turned me into this?
No matter what you look like, you're still our son, and underneath that new form is still the most pure of hearts. We know you'll always do the right thing.
And speaking of which, those children still need your help. We'd love for you to stay, but you're needed elsewhere.
My parents finally opened up a portal nearby, finally giving me the means to escape from the dream realm. Mom, Dad, will I ever see you again?
I'm sure you will, son. One day. Now, stay safe, my boy.
Know that we'll always love you.
I nodded, and after one final goodbye, I parted ways with my parents and headed through the portal. Before I knew it, I woke up back in the real world, with the cultist still standing before me.
What? How did you manage to snap out of my trance? That owl assured me his magic was all-powerful.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm stronger than you'd think. Not taking any chances, I struck down the cultist, ensuring he wouldn't be able to trap me again. Just as his body hit the floor, a pathway opened up before me. At that moment, I knew that it must lead to the artifact. Looks like the artifact is finally showing itself. Next upgrade, here I come! With no other leads and the clock ticking down, I headed down the revealed path, determined to make my parents proud. On days 93 through 95, I arrived at the other side of the path, only to find what looked like a birdwatcher waiting at their makeshift stand. I approached cautiously, unsure if this was another trick of the owls.
Seems I have a visitor. Come.
Who are you exactly? What are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I'm the one who watches these woods, observing what creatures are worthy of harnessing the power of the forest artifact.
So it is true. The artifact is here?
Oh, indeed.
Though, like I said, it's only for the worthy.
Please, I need the artifact in order to stop the owl and save the forest.
This I know. I've never seen a creature quite like you. Even if you're cursed, your heart is still pure. It's a radiant sight.
That's thanks to my parents' sacrifice, and I'm not allowed to let that be in vain. So, can you help me?
If you wish to obtain the artifact, then you must overcome my trial. Are you prepared to do so?
A trial? Sure, I'll do anything.
Very well then. It's time to prove your worth.
The birdwatcher then took me to the challenge area, where I was met with a boiling pit of hot lava. What is this? I looked ahead and saw what had to be the artifact waiting for me. Aha! There it is! This must be the key to defeating the owl. But wait, what's that? It was at this moment that I noticed there was another platform off to the side, and on top of it was a baby hedgehog calling for help.
Help me!
I then noticed that in front of me were 2 buttons. I had an idea of what this challenge was really about.
Welcome to your trial, dear monster. Press the button that correlates with which platform will be saved from the lava. Choose to save the animal and lose the artifact, and with it your only way of saving your friends. Choose the artifact and take what you came all this way for and sacrifice the innocent animal's life. Oh, but you cannot choose both.
What? No way! I need that artifact to defeat the owl, but I can't let an innocent suffer. There has to be another way.
I'm afraid there's not. So, which will it be? Choose.
On days 96 through 98, I was faced with the hardest dilemma of my life. I had to either save an innocent life and give up everything, or let them be destroyed for the chance to get my vengeance. I knew what I had to do. Here goes nothing. I'm sorry. I reached out and pressed the right side button. All of a sudden, the platform fell from below the artifact, causing it to burn up in the lava. The baby animal was saved and rushed over to thank me.
Thanks for helping me, dear monster.
Are you gonna be okay?
I think so. Sorry you had to give up that shiny thing for me, though.
Don't worry about it. I'm here to protect all the creatures of the forest like you. No matter what anyone says, I'll find another way to stop the owl.
Excellent show, dear monster. You passed.
Wait, what?
That wasn't the real artifact. I just had to make sure you had pure intentions. And just as I thought, you passed the test. Here's the artifact you sought. Use it wisely.
The birdwatcher handed me the artifact, and when I took it into my hands, its power coursed through me, causing me to grow even stronger, granting me additional hearts. Perfect for taking on the owl. Yeah! With this in my hands, I can finally put a stop to the evil owl's plans.
Oh, wait, before you go, I think I can help you with one more thing.
Huh? What is it? The birdwatcher handed me a book. I took it for myself and looked it over. It was called The Cleansing Ritual.
That ritual might be able to help remove your curse, but it's dangerous. I'm not sure what will become of you. You might even turn into a completely different creature.
If that's the case, is it really worth it?
That's for you to decide.
Well, thanks. I guess I don't have to make a decision yet. Either way, I'm gonna stop the owl, no matter what.
Good luck, dear monster.
I parted ways with the birdwatcher and the baby animal I saved and made my way back to my friends to make my final preparations for the fight with the owl. On day 99, I was on my way back to my allies, when I was suddenly overwhelmed with emotions. Should I really go through with the ritual? What if I never see my friends again? I snapped back to the task at hand when I suddenly saw something that made me do a double take. Was that even real? Or did I imagine it? What about you? Did you find all the Easter eggs? Be sure to rewatch the video to spot them all. I continued on my way and eventually was able to reunite with the lost kids and my other allies.
Dear monster, you're back! And it looks like you got the artifact! I knew you'd find it!
That's right. And it was all thanks to you. Thank you, all of you, for giving me the strength I needed.
The owl might have taken our families, but at least we have each other now, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Is something wrong?
Well, truth is, I was given something. A book that contained knowledge of a ritual that could cleanse me of my curse. But it's dangerous. If I were to use it, I might not be able to see you guys anymore.
That doesn't matter. We want what's best for you.
But what will you do if I'm not here to protect you anymore?
We have each other and the other animals of the forest. Once the owl is defeated, we can all finally be free.
Suddenly, the ground shook all around us. I looked into the distance, only to see the owl was hovering in the sky, looking for the children. He's here to finish the job. All of you, stay here and stay safe. It's time I finish this.
Good luck, dear monster.
Thanks, friends. If I don't see you again, just know I'll miss you very much.
Goodbye, dear monster. We love you.
No matter how much I wanted to stay in that moment, I knew that I couldn't. I had a destiny to fulfill, a family to avenge, and a forest to protect. On day 100, the time had finally come. I marched up to the owl, who was hovering ahead as if he was waiting for me.
Owl! Ah, there you are. You finally decided to show yourself again. Have you come to hand over the children?
Never. They're under my protection.
Fine then. I'll just have to pry them out of your cold, dead hooves. Prepare, dear monster, for my wrath.
I charged forward, and the owl flew to meet me head on. The area shook all around us as we exchanged blows. I unleashed everything I had learned, every power I had gained across my long journey, directly onto my foe, pelting him with hit after hit. Not to be outdone, the owl quickly took flight and begun to use his airborne attacks and magic to keep me on my toes. I had to think fast in order to get the upper hand. I managed to return fire with an attack of my own, which caught the owl off guard, knocking him to the ground.
This power! It cannot be! You managed to find the artifacts?
That's right. I succeeded where you failed. And now I'll use its power to defeat you once and for all. With my victory in the bag, I ran forward and unleashed my roar power, swiftly killing the owl monster and saving the forest. I did it. Mom, Dad, I hope you're at peace.
Dear monster!
I turned only to see the children had joined me at the hilltop. I thought I told you to stay put.
Ha! Sorry, but we had to come thank you for helping us one last time.
And now it's our turn to help you.
The ritual. Are you sure about this? It's still not too late to forget about it.
As long as the owl's curse continues to exist within you, the forest isn't safe.
So let's get you all cleaned up. Come on, everyone.
The kids gathered around me and began to perform the ritual, as outlined in the book the birdwatcher gave me. I could feel it starting to work. Thank you all for everything. You're the best family I could ever ask for. As I looked around at the children, the ritual was completed and my inner darkness was torn from my body.